I got a job that pays $2,000 a week. You heard me right, $2,000 a week. That's a whole lot better than any of these guys are going to do, okay? We pay $2,000 a week, and that's like a salary, okay? So it's not like you have to go somewhere and get so many cents per mile and go sit in a traffic jam. It's just not like that. And our time off, that's something really special. You know, what we do is we do what we call a flex schedule. And you can work whatever week you want. If you can work 1 week on, 1 week off, and you would get $2,000 a week, that's $50,000 a year, and you're only working half the time, okay? Or you can work 2 weeks on in a row and take 1 week off. That's $75,000 a year with 12 weeks off a year. I got some guys that won't let go of the steering wheel, that just want to work all the time, okay? So we got it both ways like that. And you know, these other companies that are trying to do this 34-hour reset, okay? I mean, here's the deal. When you do a 34-hour reset and they let you go home, it takes the first day just to recuperate from driving all week. And then the very next day, they're wanting you to come back. I mean, seriously, that's not time off, you know? Time off is when you can take a whole week off and enjoy time with your family and friends. And if you're making $2,000 a week, you can afford to take a week off at a time. So that's just really, really good. You know, I'm a truck driver too, okay? I got a couple million miles under my belt. So I know exactly how you feel. And if you're going out there and you're working an entire week and you come home and you don't have enough money to pay your bills, there ain't nothing worse than that. I mean, I don't mind going out and working, but when you work and it's still not enough, that's crazy. You know, if you're going to hang on to a steering wheel of a truck, you might as well hang on for the most money instead of less. Why would you hang on to a steering wheel of a truck for $850 a week when you can make $2,000 a week? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So this is truly the best deal, because when you're working, you're making the most money, and when you take time off, you're getting some real family time off. Remember, it's not just about getting home, it's about it being quality when you are home. So that's what we're about. We want to make sure that you make the most while you're working, and when you're off, you have the best family time. You know, I want to talk to you about your future, because here's the deal. You're only going to be able to drive a truck as long as you're physically able to drive a truck. But if you actually own the company, there'll be other drivers driving and you'll be making money off of them. You'll actually be sitting at home. And we can work it out so that not only can you own this truck, but you can have other trucks under your authority. I'm talking about a real authority. I'm not talking about working for somebody as an owner-operator. I'm talking about actually owning the company. And basically you'd make about $1,000 per truck that's on your authority, plus freight and so forth. You know, many years ago when I started out, I only had one truck. Then I had a whole fleet. And now things are going pretty good, and they can go good for you too. These trucks could be yours, and we're going to show you how. You'll have a really good retirement, really good future, something you can hand down to your family. All right, just to go over some of the math here. You have the driver pay, which there's a base pay of $1,500. The round trip bonus has to do with just getting your paperwork in. Obviously, you know, in working for anyone, if you don't get that signed bill of lading, then you really don't have anything, no proof of delivery. So we need the signed bill of lading and just the basics that you're on time and so forth. And everybody makes that bonus. I've had guys been doing it for a couple of years and have never missed. It's just basically do your job. And then we have the truck usage pay, which you get $1,500 a week for the truck usage. Now, that truck needs to be on the road, and if you're not driving it, we'll have a team driving it, so you will still get that truck usage pay. Out of the truck usage pay comes the insurance and the trailer rent and the plate rent. And of course, if you have any of those things, then there's no rent on any of them. And then, of course, you have your truck payment. So basically, you have $1,100 in expense. And that would leave you with $2,400 as far as, now this is not with your own authority. This is under one of our sponsoring businesses authority. And so I would say basically $2,400 is not a big deal because you could just drive and make the $2,000. So other than the fact that you're actually getting a truck and so forth, you're actually getting something, you know, it may not be worth the risk of a breakdown. However, the whole picture changes after we get you your own authority. When we get you your own authority, what you have here is we have the loads first, and there's a listing of loads. These were actual loads, and what they grossed, and the total gross. Well, you get 10% of the gross, plus you get the driver pay, and the bonus, and the truck usage pay. So with this example, and this is a pretty relatively normal example, around a $10,000 gross, you would get 10%, so that's $1,000, okay? So that's like $4,500 that you would get gross, and out of that would come your insurance, your trailer rent, your truck payment, this varies a little bit only by that 10% according to what the gross is. Now, where it really gets interesting is when you have your own authority, we put trucks underneath your authority. And you would receive 10% of the gross of that truck running. So that's basically like another $1,000. So if we put 5 trucks under your authority, that'd be an extra $5,000 you would get. So you can see how we're actually building you up and making a business for you. And we help you buy more trucks if you want to add trucks of your own, trucks and trailers. Or if you just want to run other people under your authority, then you'll make an extra 10%. So that's a little bit about the math. You really owe it to yourself and you owe it to your family. You're going to have a retirement someday, and you want to pass something on to your family. And you could actually have fun. You could actually work a certain amount, retire, and have money coming in besides. So you really owe it to yourself to check this out and get it done.